I look on the social media, yeah, and it's all cringe, utter fucking shite.
I remember sitting in the back of the car thinking, God, just give me a sign that everything's going to be okay. And I swear to God, as I said that, the sun in the back of the car just went boom and hit me on the face, and I thought we're going to be all right here. Of course.
The speeches out some of them's mouth, the way they go on, the way they conduct themselves, they're not welcome through my fucking door.
To me, I could just tell at a very early age that I could see things that other people couldn't see. I'd say do this and it worked, and people would be like, how did you know that? I couldn't explain it at that time. I was young, 18, 19. I couldn't explain it at that time why or exactly what it was or how I could tell that.
I think boxing has become a cringe sport for the dickheads that's in it.
Just feel like I've got a natural calmness, laid back.
We're not interested in sticking our chest out and wanting to be the best trainer in the world. We want to be this, we want to be that. You know, I want to be more famous than the fighter. Let's get all rid of all that shit what I see on social media 24/7, yeah? And let's get the fighter where he needs to be. It's all about the fighter. It ain't about anything else.
Of course, I want to leave eventually one day and people go, that was the best boxing coach there's been in history.
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy DJ Saunders for sending in that much needed coin. So we got some breaking news right now regarding your mans Josh Triple T Taylor and Ben David Brentfordson is bad right now, I can't lie to you. And let me put my hands in the air for a second here, because I went back the other day and I watched the Taylor versus Jack Casserole fight, and I got to admit, it was a lot peaker than I actually remember it being. I'm not sure whether it was the fog of the gambling. Yeah, I'm not sure it was the fog of William Hills that had my head all scrambled, but watching it back, Josh Triple T Taylor was hugging as much as Jack Casserole, to be quite frank. Yeah, when it took his fancy. So listen, truth is he lost end of the day, bottom line. But still, Casserole could have done more, in my opinion. It's done now, but yeah, it's one of them ones. I think both men. JT was shocking, bottom line. I've been saying he's shocking. I've been saying he needs to humble himself and get back with Shane McGuigan. Bottom line. And listen, Jack Casserole, he needs to learn that you can't rely on sitting back in the cut. You got to get it. And that goes for all fighters. Same as Anthony Johnston, Mr. I'm going to have a £30 million sparring session. I don't know what it is about these 2022 funny style cats that makes them think that, well, I'm just going to go in there and, you know what I mean, and do bare bones minimum. Anyway, let's get to the actual breaking news. I couldn't believe, I ended up commenting on this post and said, is this some sort of BBC comic relief joke? Seriously. I'm wondering, have the BBC reached out to Ben David Brentfordson and Josh Taylor and said, listen, Ben David Brentfordson, we understand you've been involved in a bit of a controversy recently. We're wondering if we can use that and put out an A1 sporting 2022 comic relief. You know what I mean? Comic relief bit. That's what I thought this was. No joke. I thought there's no way they're serious. And genuinely, I need to know. So please, anyone from Josh Taylor's camp or anyone from Ben David Brentfordson's camp, please contact the YB and let me know if this is some sort of BBC comic relief shtick. Because it must be. Because I'll tell you what it ain't. I mean, let's be real now. If this isn't a joke, let's be real. 100%. If this is not a joke, what is it? So if you haven't seen it already, or if you can't read, I'll read it for you. Josh Taylor posted this 12 hours ago. Fighter of the year, trainer of the year. There you go, and good night. What? Fighter of the year? Trainer of the year? Now, Josh Taylor being fighter of the year, it's come at a bad time. Whoever made these awards is a bad look, bottom line. Of all the times you may want to do fighter of the year, this wasn't that time in my opinion. But Ben David Brentfordson, are you joking? Trainer of the year. What's he done? Apart from listen, Josh Taylor was one of the most formidable 140 fighters in the world under Shane McGuigan. Ben David Brentfordson has taken one of the most formidable. I I thought Josh Taylor would box the ears off of Javonta Tank Davis, for example. I thought there's no way, too big, too strong. Tank Davis would knock that Josh Taylor we saw in the ring against Jack Casserole would get knocked out spark by Tank Davis. Simple as that. At 147 as well. Even at 147, Tank Davis would knock JT Spark out, all the way out. You were going life and death with Jack Casserole, who wasn't even punching back. You was over-revving your shots. You had no snap in your shots. Over-revving. Overtrained. Looking like Tyson Fury versus Wallin. Oops. Yeah? Ben David Brentfordson don't have a clue what he's doing. He's categorically the worst trainer. Him and Angel Fernandez. Angel Fernandez and Ben David Brentfordson are two of the worst trainers I've ever seen in my life. You don't get any worse than these two cats. It begs the question, what is it about this sport? You can be a useless trainer and you're winning awards. It's bad enough here that these useless trainers are getting the best gigs. So wait there. Just imagine this, yeah? So you've got the biggest draw in UK history, Anthony Johnston. And then on the flip side, you've got the first undisputed champion in British history. So two arguably are the best fighters in the UK ever, if that makes sense. And they've got the two random-ass, bum-ass trainers who show no results. In fact, not only do they show no results, they've gone backwards, categorically. Ben David Brentfordson has taken Josh Triple T Taylor backwards. He's gone from being slick on the inside and tearing away to looking like... And honestly, Josh Taylor looked like British level at best. And let's be real now. Josh Taylor put up a British level performance. Not even that, maybe. There's some British level cats. I mean, I'm not being funny here. Before this fight, before Jack Casserole versus Triple T, I was saying Jack Casserole's British level. Oops. Yeah, when you watch his fights against O'Hara Davis and whatnot, O'Hara Davis, he British level. 100%. Jack Casserole, British level. And Triple T looked like county level in there. He looked like gym level. About fighter of the year. Robbery of the year. Oops. You know what I'm saying? I know I haven't been the one, but let's be real now. Listen, let's call a spade here. If there's anything of the year, I'll tell you what it ain't, and that's fighter of the year. Do you understand? Of all the things Josh Taylor may have won this year, let me tell you what. Let's not worry about what he did win. Let's worry about it's too difficult to work out what he did win. Let's start with what he definitely didn't win. I'll tell you what he ain't win, and that was fighter of the year. How about that? And best of the year, Ben David Brentfordson. Again, I don't know what you did win. Yeah, I'm skeptical you won anything this year, but so let's start with what you didn't win, and that's trainer of the year. Joker. Imagine, like, I don't get these guys, and I understand. Like, I don't get these guys. If it was me, yeah. For example, let's say I go in there with Tyrone and I get my ears boxed off, and for some magical reason I ended up getting some sort of decision, and then next day some BBC sports personality of the year ring me up and say, listen, we want you to come because we've got you and your bum trainer as the fighter and the trainer of the year. I'm going to say, you know what, appreciate it, but it's just not the right time politically right now. Yeah, I just got my ears boxed off. I've got a robbery on the cards. It's best I keep my head down. It's best I don't get dressed up in suits and try and swan around like I'm Big Dog. But I mean, you heard Ben David Brentfordson there. Oh, I'm special. Since I was young, I've just seen things. Ben, since you was young, you've got A level. Since you was young, listen, Ben. The only thing magic, you're only listen. Ben David Brentfordson's only magical ability is the power to take an A1 fighter and turn him into a county level bum. You understand? And we gotta give Ben David Brentfordson some credit here. That's quite difficult to do. It's quite difficult to take one of the most formidable fighters at 140 we've ever seen in Britain. Well, probably, yeah, bottom line. Your man's Josh Taylor at 147 or at 140 under Shane McGuigan was probably the best 140 pounder we've ever seen, in my opinion. That Josh Taylor would have knocked Amir Khan out. Simple as that. And you've taken that guy and you've turned him into any county level bum. That's a fact. Any man would have had a go on Josh Taylor that night. Because guess what? Jack Casserole had a go on him. I mean, I've had people telling me that Jack Casserole is Mayweather now. Oh, I haven't seen anything like Jack Casserole since Mayweather. And I'm sorry, but for me, the jury is out on Jack Casserole, because I want to see him. Let's see him do that again against someone else who weren't looking. You know what I mean? Let's see him do that again against someone else who wasn't on their absolute worst day and who wasn't trained by the absolute negative. Listen, physics scientists have been trying to research dark energy. Yeah, they're trying to research the negative energy. Your man Ben Davidson, he got bags of it. Yeah, he can take. Listen, Ben Davidson put some dark matter into these fighters. He takes them from A1 fighters to complete bum stiff. You know what I mean? County level bums. That's what he does. Yeah, Ben Davidson got that dark matter down pat. He got that negative energy down pat. He can inject it into you. Look at Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's swiping the floor with Wilder. Under Ben Davidson, he getting knocked out. You understand? Tyson Fury wiped the floor with Deontay Wilder. But then, when he with Ben Davidson, he going life and death with Otto Wallen. Literally life and death. Can you believe that? This man is pure negative, pure dark matter in his training ability. I mean, just look around. You got AJ, fruity trainer, and even what's going on here? In what other sport do you have complete useless trainers? Not only has Ben Davidson had, I just realised, not only did Ben David Brentfordson have Josh Taylor, he also had Tyson Fury. What the fuck? What's going on? I'm telling you, it's a madness. It really is. Ben, you need to do the sport a favour. Seriously, Ben, for me, needs to be up in The Hague for crimes against boxing. You understand? Seriously, he's doing way too much. Bottom line, yeah? We need Ben Davison up in The Hague for crimes against boxing. Simple as that. That's what he does need to be in there. He needs to answer for what's gone on here. I'm sorry. It's too much. Doing way too much. Josh Taylor, Tyson Fury. I'm not being funny, yeah? If Tyson Fury had been like Anthony Johnston and been loyal and been a sideman, genuinely, Ben Davison would have ended Tyson Fury's career. Let's be real now. If Tyson Fury hadn't had a noddle, if Tyson Fury was low IQ like Anthony Johnston and was too busy, you know what I mean? If Tyson Fury was on the DL and trying to get more interested in getting his cheeks clapped out by Angel Fernandez rather than cracking on and getting a proper trainer, yeah, Tyson Fury would still be with David Brentfordson, and arguably his career would be over. Because for all we know, Wilder would have knocked him smack out in the second fight. That's how serious this is, people. Ben Davison literally can end careers. So, never mind trainer of the year. You are the career ender of the year. That's what you 100%. The only thing of the year you may be is career ender. So any fighter out there, if you want your career ending quick, sign up to Ben David Brentfordson and or Angel Fernandez. Two of the most useless but overgifted people in the sport of boxing right now. I don't know what's gone on here. Genuinely, there needs to be an investigation into the whole lot of this rubbish is going on. It's wild. I've never seen any